All right. So something really weird just happened, when I'm saying really weird just happened, I really mean just within minutes ago. Um, I was watching a video on Al Jazeera. It was an interview with Imran Khan, who is the Prime Minister of Pakistan, and I put in a comment, and that popped up on the MCSC network comments. Now, I gotta ask, what the fuck? And then, on top of that, as I was scrolling through the comments other than my own, there was another comment made by somebody else, I forget who, and that popped up again on the MCSC network, and those comments were attributed to me. And I made a rebuttal under what looked it had my name on it on the comments, but it was somebody else's written comments on the Al Jazeera interview story. So, anyways, I got pissed off, and I wrote a comment saying, "What the fuck? This isn't. I didn't write this." And then I made the stupid mistake of hitting delete on those comments, and I should have just left it there so others could see it. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. And you know what? Here's what I think is happening. I'm a rabid dissident of U.S. and Western policies, meaning the governments and the corporations, along with the media, who has a clear criminal bias to Western propaganda, the Western propaganda machine, which is the so-called media news, the establishment or mainstream, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I've been talking in in completely unambiguous terms of what I think of the U.S. Intelligence community, the U.S. Law enforcement, and Western countries. I call them criminals. I call them traitors. I call the U.S. propaganda media seditionists and traitors. So if anybody's seen my videos, you know that those are my views. And when I write in comments on videos on the channels which I subscribe to on YouTube, I don't hold back either. So we know the NSA and everybody else and the so-called intelligence community and the governments, as well as corporations, keep track of what we say and what we do. And so I have a feeling that this is exactly that. And YouTube is no friend of people who are vehemently, and in my case, I'm violently against YouTube, Facebook, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, Fox, New York Times, Washington Post, you name it. I'm vehemently against the criminals in the so-called political field who are supposed to represent the people. I am for Bernie. I am for Chelsea. I am for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, for Amy Vilela, Lauren Ashcroft, all these Americans who have seen the necessity, if not wanting to wanting to get in a position of power, of representing people, and they're forced to it because of the circumstances. I am for these people, not these faux leftists or these faux progressives. The Hill has a show called Rising on YouTube, and it goes to show that even the establishment media sees a necessity to put someone like Crystal. Now, Crystal is pretty good on many other things that real leftists and progressives see and know to be a truth. But she still sees and feels the pressure to throw in a bit of the establishment narrative. And I can kind of forgive that, but they have someone like Sagar and Jetty, and he states on the friggin' show that he used to work for the Daily Caller, which is a right-wing white nationalist outlet. It's a propaganda outlet. It's a criminal organization. It's funded by people like the Kochs and others, like the Sheldon Adelsons and other criminal nut jobs. And if you listen, and when you're watching this and you can hear the words I'm using, it is because they are that. I do not embellish my words. I do not use soft or civil terms, and that's because it's the objective truth. And so, I wrote "What the fuck," but the thing is it's not a mystery. It's not a mystery. Here's a funny part: is that a couple of days ago, I woke up sort of to a nightmare, but it wasn't really a nightmare because it was almost. You've seen movies where people have these clear dreams and visions where they see something happening, and the whole premise is it's supposed to be kind of prophetic. Well, one thing I do understand is that in dreams, you don't often get clear markers. And one of the things is that you don't actually see yourself clearly in a dream. Well, I saw this in this dream. I saw myself clearly. I mean, it was like looking into a mirror, and it was in full living color. And the dream was a bunch of it was like. There was like 6 men fully geared up with assault weapons and everything else walking down my rickety steps to my property, and I was watching them through my storm door, which has glass, and I could see them. And they were fully geared. The only weird part was that they were dressed in desert military fatigue, full combat fatigue coming down. That was the only weird part about it. But it had me thinking that it was that there was just too much reality to it, and to be honest, I'm thinking that it may have been prophetic, and that I will actually see that happen. And And the thing is there's really nothing I can do about it if that actually happens. But the whole point about it is that we really need to come to terms and understand that we do not live in a democracy. We have no actual freedoms. There is no liberty. And justice is only for those who have power, money, and influence, and who claw their way to positions of power. So, yeah, take what you will from this.